Oh, it's freezing out there. My cheeks have gone all numb.
Well, it serves you right for wearing a short skirt. Oh, I'm going to get straight into a hot bath.
You'll ruin your sheepskin coat.
Here, hang on a minute, love. Huh? I've just finished reading that saucy book you lent me.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, I'm no fool. I went straight to the pages with the corners turned down.
Oh, now that was Robin, not me.
Listen, I'm just going upstairs to thaw out my hair.
I read it in bed last night. Oh, it was like reading the Good Food Guide in a health farm. Come on in, love.
Ooh, that's lovely.
What's it, love? Make yourself at home. Oh, do you know I haven't talked to a soul all day?
What about Mr. Roper?
Him? 1 grunt for yes, 2 grunts for no, and a burp when he wants his dinner. 20 years I've had that. Well, it'll be 20 years tomorrow.
Your anniversary? Oh, fantastic. You going to see a show or something?
Oh, yes, we'll see a show. Crossroads, followed by Hawaii 5-0. He won't even remember.
Well, couldn't you try dropping subtle hints? Hum the wedding march or the anniversary waltz?
No, dear, he's tone deaf. He'd probably stand to attention. Oh, you know, I do envy you young people. The life you lead.
Oh, there's nothing to it. You've just got to be flat broke.
Yeah, but, you know, there's your boyfriends and everything.
Oh, and they're only after one thing.
Oh, I do envy you young people.
I hate to be a pawnbroker's sign on a night like this.
Did you go to the doctor's, George?
Yes.
Did he say anything, George?
No. Or it could be yes, yes.
Right. I'll go and get your book.
It's me back, you know. A wartime injury, of course.
Oh, is that the time you were blown out of your bath by a buzz bomb?
I mentioned it, did I?
Yes, and you showed me your flannel full of shrapnel.
Oh, yeah. Always reckoned Hitler knew when it was bath night round our way. Deadly ruthless, these Krauts.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Nah, they haven't changed. Bad losers, you see. You never get them celebrating the Battle of Britain Day, do you?
Incidentally, I believe tomorrow's going to be quite a special day for you.
Tomorrow? What, Saturday? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Arsenal versus Chelsea, bound to be on the telly.
It's a lost cause, love. He won't remember.
Oh, that's men for you.
Men? I'm thinking of sending him back under the Trades Descriptions Act.
Hang on. I won't remember what.
Da-dum-da-dum, 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 dum-da-dum, da-dum.
Yeah, all right. Happy birthday to who?
Oh, you're tone deaf. It's your wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you haven't got any other plans, why don't you come up and have dinner with us tomorrow night?
Oh, love, we couldn't put you to that amount of trouble.
No, we'd love to have you. We really would.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, not those two.
Well, it's only for an evening.
Yeah, but him and his wartime experiences.
Well, you can learn to yawn with your mouth shut. Hey, have you stirred this tea?
No.
Ugh. I just felt sorry for her. 20 years of burping and grunting. It can't be much fun. Have you put sugar in this tea?
No, that's why I didn't stir it.
Oh. Snippy out there. Here, grab hold of one before it drops.
There's no chance of that, really.
Don't want to split my knack works. Knack works. Oh, woman, that cockles your heart that well. Bit of sauerkraut on the side. But for the main dish, we have chicken giblets, mushrooms, asparagus, onions, bay leaves, cloves, meat sausage. Tomorrow's main dish, Braunschweiger Geflügelklein.
Listen, the Ropers are never going to eat that.
And a little cheerful wine, little sweet little leaf from... The Ropers?
Yeah, Chrissy's invited them up for dinner tomorrow night.
You haven't, you little kidder. You haven't. No, you haven't. You have.
Oh, it's their wedding anniversary.
Well, I'm sorry, you'll just have to cancel it because I'm invited Franz.
What, all of it?
Oh, Franz Wasserman from the Students' Union. I thought just the four of us would have a, cosy little dinner.
Well, you can make it 6. Stretch your Nathurst a bit.
Oh, now listen. What was the first thing that struck you about Franz?
He fancies me.
No, that he's German.
Well, the English rose type appeals to all nationalities.
No, you're not quite getting the drift. What's the one thing that Mr. Roper cannot stand?
Mrs. Roper.
Germans, the Kaiser, Hitler, Doodlebugs, the V2, and worst of all, they knocked us out of the last World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, 5 forks, 6 people. We'll have to get the one out of the lavatory cistern.
Would you care to translate that for me, please?
Yeah. We used a fork to jam the ball cop when it was overflowing.
Oh, I should have guessed, yes.
We'll have to take a long time over the soup course because we've only got teaspoons. 4.
Well, 4's enough.
We need 6.
4.
I don't really think we can invite anyone with a tablecloth looking like this.
Listen, you know what will happen if France and old Mr. Roper sit at the same table, don't you, eh?
We thrashed you Krauts twice. We'll do it again.
Look, couldn't you ask your friend another night?
No, you see, France has just passed his exams and he's going back to Germany on Sunday. Anyway, I want his opinion on my Braunschweiger Geflügel claim.
Or post him a dollar for it.
No, I'm sorry. You'll just have to cancel the Ropers.
I can't do that, Lou. We've invited... Oh, you're not putting your underpants in with a napkin.
Listen, it's 20p a go whether it's full or not. Actually, come to think of it, so... Right. BBC or ITV?
Look, couldn't we tell Roper that Franz Wasserman is an old Welsh name?
Oh, and what are we going to do about his accent?
Well, he could slip in an occasional look you all in dental goodness.
Oh, come on, Kristen. Kristen, have you got change for the coffee machine?
2.
That. Yep.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to tell the Ropers they can't come.
Well, don't worry. I'll casually mention it in the pub tonight, OK?
Oh, by the way, that's out of order.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. No, it's not. See? See, the coffee's coming out.
Yep, and it's going right back in again. You forgot to put a cup underneath.
Oh. Come on, don't stop. Oh, well. At least it's half full.
I know something you don't know. That was the cup you had your washing powder in. I'll tell you something else as well.
What?
Those red underpants of yours aren't colour fast.
What's happened to this tablecloth? It's gone all streaky.
Oh, it's a long story involving a cheap Hong Kong underwear factory. Forget it. Listen, do you think we ought to get the Ropers a present?
We could do. What's the 20th anniversary?
China. Perhaps we could get them the thoughts of Chairman Mao.
No, get them something useful. Set of forks, then we can borrow them for dinner tomorrow night.
No, they're not coming. Now, don't worry. I shall tell them. I'll find some tactful excuse.
Like what?
Well, I shall just tell them the truth, that the two of you have gone down with a touch of the Black Death,
Oh, charming.
coupled with the fact that all the chairs have been eaten by soldier ants.
Yeah, I grant you it sounds plausible, but why don't you be really subtle and brick up the stairs? Evening all. Evening, ladies. Right, now's your chance.
Right, I shall be firm. Got it all worked out. What do I say?
Mind if I join you?
Oh, please, yes, do.
Oh, thanks, dear.
There we are. Actually, that's very good, because, Chrissy's got something to say to you.
Oh, have you, love? Oh, is it about tomorrow night? What time do you want us?
Well, actually, Robin's got all the details.
Oh.
Yes, well, it's like this. Have you got anything to say, Joe? No?
Oh, I am looking forward to it. I've made an appointment to have my hair done.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And George is buying me a new dress for the occasion. He doesn't know it yet, but he is.
You see, the whole point being, Mrs.
Oh,
Roper...
I'm going to enjoy this so much more than last anniversary. Tea, telly, and him cutting his toenails.
But, Mrs. Roper, there's something I've got to tell you.
Yes, love.
It's 7:30 for 8.
Oh, that's lovely. Where is George with those drinks?
Oh, well done.
Well, it might not be as bad as all that. I mean, maybe Franz and Mr. Roper, they might get on very well together.
Here, George, it's 7:30 for 8.
Hey, oh, yeah, right. Well, we'll catch Crossroads then. I'll miss IY50.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Do you know he hasn't taken me out to eat since we were courting? Snook, Walton pie in a civic restaurant.
Oh, yeah, well, there was a war on then, wasn't there? I mean, the government asked us specifically to refrain from gallivanting.
Yeah, but not 28 years after it was all over.
Oh, you got engaged during the war then?
Oh, yes, love. What with the blackout and the gas masks, I didn't quite know what I was getting.
Ah, great days then, you know, the Blitz. Kraut throwing everything they had against us. One man standing between us and the jackboot of the Hun. One man keeping us going. I don't know how we'd have managed without Tommy Hanley.
Yeah, but the Germans are our friends now, aren't they?
Now, they're Nazis, a lot of them. Mind you, we thrashed them twice. Oh, we could do that again, eh?
How long would it take to brick up the stairs? Right. Now. So have I done everything? Simmer my giblets.
Sounds like a pirate's curse.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Simmer my giblets.
You've cheered up a bit since last night.
Oh, well, it might not go as bad as all that. And I mean, if old Roper does open his mouth, it'll be,
Har, Jim lad, and I'll stiff a giblet up his mouth.
Shall I open the wine?
Yes, my dear.
yes, but pull the cork, don't push it.
Oh, you've got no faith in me. Ooh. Did you get Roper's present?
Yes, I decided against a diamond-studded solid gold table lighter because Woolies was too crowded. Oh, dear, the tablecloth looks worse than I thought.
You should see his underpants. What did you get?
Well, a little bottle of perfume for her and cufflinks for him, bloodstones to match his eyeballs.
The box was a bit tacky.
Yeah, but Robin's got a really nice box, red velvet with Bond Street on. We'll shove him in that.
Oh, crafty.
Robin, you know that red velvet thingy you keep your whatsits in?
What, when I'm playing rugby?
The little box. The Bond Street.
Yeah, it's in my bedroom somewhere.
Yeah.
Just a second. Black pepper.
Look, we'll just stick those in it. It'll make them look more expensive.
Yes, in the minute. Actually, do you know, that's not going to fool anybody. It's already turned my palm green.
Well, I only had a couple of quid. They were the best on the barrow. Anyway, that is a box of yours. They look quite
Hey,
nice.
will you stop nibbling at my Bussemer Schnitzen?
You are going to put a tie on, aren't you, George? I mean, after all, it is a special occasion.
I'll run down to Moss Bros and hire a monkey suit if you like.
Don't cross your legs. I'll put a crease in those pants.
Yeah, well, I'm putting in a few more. Oh, my back and I'll play me up, Mildred.
George, there is nothing wrong with your back. And I should know. I see enough of it in bed.
Just here on the side it is.
What? Oh, it roams about a bit, does it? You're a hypochondriac, George.
Yeah, well, even hypochondriacs can get sick. I saw a medical programme once.
Oh, well, I mean, you've only got to watch that thing, and whatever it is, you've got it. I mean, if it was Percy Thrower, you get root rot. The doctor says there is nothing wrong with you, George.
Well, if I was a private patient, he'd soon find something wrong with me.
Oh. Now, have you found that nice, clean, white hanky I'll buy for you?
You know the last time we met France at the Students' Union dance?
Yeah?
He made an improper suggestion to me.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't know, because it was all in German.
Come on, girls. Look, where's the Schwetzinger Spargel salad?
Oh, straight down the corridor, second on the left. Mention my name, you'll get a good seat.
Listen, have you put those cufflinks in that box yet?
Listen, what cufflinks? This is supposed to be over here, not over there.
Oh, it's all nosh.
Nosh? Nosh?
The cufflinks are on the worktop.
Nosh?
Look, Robin, are you going to warn the Ropers that Franz is German?
Warn them? Listen, if I thought I had to warn Roper that a friend of mine is coming around tonight and he's a German, I'd call the whole thing off. Oh, good evening. Listen, a friend of mine is coming around this evening and he's a German. Eh?
Ropers are here.
Listen, how many cufflinks were there?
2, it's the custom.
Well, I can only find one.
What?
Of course, I've got nothing against the Germans myself. I mean, they do you a good binocular, don't they?
I'm quite sure that George won't say anything tactless, love.
No, of course not.
No. It's not his fault he's a crowd.
Ah, Franz, come in, mate. Listen, you know Joe, Chrissy, and this is Mr. and Mrs. Roper.
Hi.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you.
Look, you carry on looking for, Excuse me, I'm just going to find the missing link.
Oh, yes. Yes, German, eh? Have you seen The World at War on the telly?
I thought it started well, but I didn't like the ending. Right.
Can we all sit down because the dinner's nearly ready?
Yes, Mrs. Roper.
Can I go around here?
Franz, I've put you here. Mr. Roper as far away as possible. Here.
Of course, you're too young to have been in the war, I suppose.
Well, a little, yes. I wasn't born. my father was in the Luftwaffe.
Oh, I'm quite sure he never bombed London or nothing, though.
Well, only once or twice.
Was he ever over Putney on a Monday? Last night.
Well, if he was, he never mentioned it. Unusual design, this tablecloth.
Matching napkins, too.
Listen, if you can't find it, you'll just have to give him one cufflink.
Well, look, we can't do that.
Well, look, you just have to keep one hand in his pocket or one hand in his back. Now, go on, take that in. There you are.
Can't find it.
Oh, but it was over here on the worktop where you were chopping up all the food. Oh, you don't think you could have accidentally...
Look, of course I didn't. I'm not that stupid. Go on, take that in.
Of course, they weren't all your Nazis. I mean, you take Rommel, for instance. He played fair. Well, he's practically on our side, really.
Quite. No doubt he played secret cricket. Das ist Braunschweiger Geflügelklein. Mit Busmischliedchen.
Yes, well, I thought you'd like a typical English meal. Joe, the plates, please. Oh. Listen, you don't think I could have, do you?
You could.
Did you ever meet Rommel?
No. Did you?
No.
Well, there weren't many of the Home Guard in the Western Desert, were there?
Well, we stayed here defending our homes and our women. Mostly from the flaming Yanks. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Nothing.
It could have been anyone.
Oh, God.
Excuse me, but my fork's a bit bent.
Oh, yes, you've got the one that...
Yes!
Use that one.
Oh, sorry. What is this exactly?
Well, it's a German dish. Giblet and pork stew with asparagus and beans and... the occasional cufflink.
Oh, you found it. Well done, well done. This is a very old German custom, you see, on wedding occasions, you see, to
hide the present in the food.
It is?
It is.
Oh, it is.
What a good job it wasn't a set of blankets.
Right, wine, and let's eat, and I'd have no more arguing about the war from you.
Then, of course, we thrashed you in the World Cup 4-2 at Wembley. You were born then, I suppose.
Yes, I was.
Yes, but they did knock us out the next time.
Oh, well, they probably didn't mean to do it, dear.
Of course they did. Mind you, if we met you in this World Cup...
If you had let us crush Poland in 1939, you might have met us in this World Cup. Sieg Heil! What? Well, that's how he expects all crowds to behave, isn't it? He's been niggling away all night.
Oh, something. No need to be like that. I mean, I've got nothing against you Germans myself. I mean, you take Hitler. Well, he had some good points, didn't he?
Yes. He made all the trains run on time.
Yeah, then he built your Autobahn.
Yeah, and they had nice uniforms.
Right, and he nearly put the Ruskies in their place.
Yeah, and you're nothing but a bloody fascist.
Yeah. What?
What about a nice little toast? Happy wedding anniversary.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and coupled with the fact that Franz, passing his exams, may I be the first to call you Dr. Wasserman.
Doctor.
Cheers, Dr. Bassett.
Happy wedding
Happy anniversary to you.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Well, I didn't come here to be insulted by the Queen. Doctor? Did you say Dr. Busserman? No, I've never met a doctor privately. I mean, you know, socially, so to speak. Free.
George!
I've got this bad back, you see, Doctor. Now, my GP says there's nothing wrong with me, but he's getting on a bit.
Look, Mr. Roper, Franz isn't that...
No, I don't mind. Something should be done about him. Perhaps you care to lie on the couch?
Oh, certainly.
Josephine, could you get some boiling hot water and some cold, wet towels? Freezing cold. Yes, and some castor oil. And a large funnel. Maybe a small hammer. Little plaster of Paris.
Do you think we ought to mention that Franz is a doctor of philosophy?
Say nothing.
Do you think this is going to do any good?
We will ask the questions.